Are you tired of juggling multiple remotes? The new SwitchBot Hub 3 makes things easy. It works with Home Assistant and can control all your devices from one place. It has sensors for motion, light, temperature and humidity, and best of all, it can send up to 30 custom commands to other Matter devices. But what does this really mean for you? Let's put this device to a test so we can see is it really useful. Imagine this, you leave the living room for a few minutes and your TV and set-top box and your air conditioner and whatever else you want automatically turn off without having to say or do anything. Here is how easy I can do that with SwitchBot Hub 3 only. I'll open the box first. In the package I have an adapter, and that is becoming rare these days, and a desk stand. Then I'll just plug the SwitchBot Hub 3 in the outlet and I'll add it in the SwitchBot app using my smartphone. The pairing process is very simple. On top there are helpful pictures to guide you through it. Once the device is added, I can immediately see the temperature, humidity and room light readings. But be aware here that the temp and humidity sensors are actually in the cable, so don't lay that cable on your radiators or something if you want accurate measurements. Next, I want to learn my TV and my STB remote so I can control those devices with the SwitchBot Hub 3 and to start making home automations. I have around 10 years old LG TV and it worked perfectly with Hub 3. I just select that I want to control a TV from the app and I pressed several buttons on my TV remote and everything worked right away. I guess this will be the case for most TVs out there because more than 100,000 infrared codes for different devices are available in the SwitchBot Hub 3 database. Next, the set-top box, or STB for short, that I have is not very standard as the TV. It is super custom built, which is a really good test for the Hub 3. If it can control that custom STB, then it will probably be able to control anything. Of course, I couldn't find the STB in the Hub 3 database, but I managed to clone the STB remote and that was very easy and worked great as well. It took me just several minutes to learn the STB remote keys that I needed, like power button, all digits, volume and some others, and now I can use my SwitchBot Hub 3 instead of those two remotes. But most importantly, I can make automations and scenes, as you'll see in few seconds. Just to mention, it is possible to learn every key from that STB remote, but I don't need to since I have all the functions I needed for the automation. In the SwitchBot app, I'll go to the automation section and I'll create a new automation. As a trigger, I'll select Smart Device, Hub 3, and look how many sensors this device is having: temperature, humidity, dew point, light level, detects motion, and I want this last one, detects no motion, for example for 1 minute. And as action I want another smart device. I'll choose the TV that I added recently and I'll select the power button, and I also want to add one more action and I'll choose another smart device. This will be the STB, the set-top box that I also added as a remote in my Hub 3, and I'll choose again the power button. Now when there is no motion for 1 minute, the TV and the set-top box will be turned off and I can test the automation and everything is working perfectly, so I can save. This test scenario used only the SwitchBot Hub 3 and its built-in sensors, which is perfectly fine. But what if you want something more complex with more sensors and devices involved in the home automation, or just something more fine-tuned, like turn off the TV only if it is currently on? Then here comes Home Assistant. SwitchBot Hub 3 can be added in Home Assistant via Matter Standard. Once the integration is done, which is by the way happening via the Home Assistant companion app, you'll be able to see the SwitchBot sensors in Home Assistant and you can start using them in automations. on top, you can use the SwitchBot Hub 3 to expose other SwitchBot devices to Home Assistant. The ultimate goal in smart home is to add all possible devices that you have in one place, in one hub, so you can have better control and the possibility to make more useful home automations. However, there is no such thing as perfect device, and here are some limitations that I found about the Hub 3. The display feels like a touch screen, but it is actually not. You have to control the device using the physical buttons. However, there are 4 customizable shortcuts areas that support capacitive touch. So, I describe the display as semi-touch. Maybe the next version will feature fully functional touchscreen. Also, the Hub 3 can control air conditioners, but only if they're using infrared or Bluetooth remotes. A lot of ACs, especially the older ones, are using radio frequency remotes, and that means you can't control them at all, as there is no radio frequency support in the SwitchBot Hub 3. But on the other hand, there are so many other use cases that can easily turn this device into a real Swiss Army knife, like the possibility to configure up to 30 custom commands to activate automations for Matter-compatible products. And this can happen for any brand that is already integrated into Apple Home. There is also a brand new dial controller that can be used as ultra-precise control over volume, temperature and Apple TV remote. And I want to ask you something here. Do you know what this is? It is an Apple TV remote control, and it is so tiny and thin that I lose it all the time and I can't find it for days. Now I can use SwitchBot Hub 3 as remote replacement, and I can control my Apple TV using the dial and the other buttons without any issues. Fire TV, Roku, Android TV are also supported, so if you have such devices, then you can control them as well. In addition, Hub 3 offers 4 customizable scene buttons and real-time indoor and outdoor environmental data monitoring. If you have SwitchBot Meter Pro with CO2, it can show the CO2 level on the Hub 3 display. If you have a SwitchBot lock device, it can show if your door is locked or unlocked. The price of the SwitchBot Hub at the time of shooting this video is €129.99 or British pounds, or $119.99 US, depending from where in the world are you buying it. You can find the buying links in the video description, and if you buy something from there, you help this channel at no additional cost for you. I also try to add some discount codes there that you can use to get this product even cheaper. Now, check this video that shows what are the possible ways to add SwitchBot products in Home Assistant. I'm Kirill and I'll see you there. Bye!